Hi Cancer, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at your finances, your career, your job. Where is it that you would like to possibly ascend up the corporate ladder, or you're trying to work on your own personal business, or you're trying to find out how you can network better or get better opportunities. This is the time to do it, as we have all planets direct here in March. Make sure you put in those seeds of intention, Cancer, because this is a really big time, as all planets are direct until April 1st, when we will have Mercury retrograding in the sign of Aries. Also, Cancer, we are into eclipse season. So remember, big energy shifts when we have eclipses. We have this March 10th Pisces new moon, great time to plant new seeds, as well as when we get to the 25th of March, we will have that full moon Libra eclipse. So really pay attention to where it is that you can get ahead in your career. This is a good month to plant those seeds, okay? Check the description box below. I have highlighted all those important dates. And thank you to each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you would. All right, Cancer, let's get right into it. You start off the month of March with the Three of Wands in reverse. The Five of Cups also in reverse. Second week finds you with the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Third week of March, you have the Hierophant. This is the Taurus energy coming in there, as well as the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the last week of March, you have the King of Swords. This is where that eclipse is happening, that last week, and the King of Cups. Two kings dueling it out at the end of the month. Okay, so let's see what else we have for you. So I do think this is a really big time, Cancer, for you to figure out where is it that you want to possibly start something new. Figure out from the last 6 months, when we had that last Libra new moon eclipse back in October, what have you accomplished in your career? What do you still want to work on? Or what isn't working and you want to start something new? Remember, Libra is about relationships, justice, and what you think is not just. So where is it in those themes of life? This card is going to represent these last 6 months for you, okay? Four of Wands in reverse. So the Four of Wands, typically when it is in the upright, is signifying some type of happy union. Usually two people or groups of people coming together. A literal meaning could be like marriage or moving in together. But with it in reverse, it could mean some disharmony. Some of you could have had some type of relationship challenges in the past. Maybe it was caused by one of you all working too much. It also could be disharmony in the workplace among colleagues or people that you really didn't have the best relationships with. Remember, Libra South Node is what we are working with during these eclipses over these 18 months. Really look at the relationships that are in your life, Cancer. Make sure they are ones that are really helping you and moving you forward. And it may be time just to move on from some friends or some people who are no longer serving you. Remember, we all go through different cycles, and it may just be time to move on. So those type of conversations is what you're working with as you come into this eclipse season, okay? Let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme card. This is going to be a Moonology Lunation cycle card. Let's see what Spirit Extra Messages has for you. New moon in Cancer. I mean, can I make this stuff up, Cancer? You literally come into your own reading. You and your loved ones are safe. How wonderful is that after we just pulled that Four of Wands that was talking about you and your loved ones? So you and your loved ones are safe. This is Spirit reminding you that even if you've had some hard times over the past 6 months since the last eclipse cycle, there definitely is this sense that you are moving in the right direction. Your friends, your family are all safe. And I do think as you move into this month, especially in your career, I do think that many of you all are finding new opportunities that are going to benefit you and your family. So that is really big, okay? Beautiful to see you come into your own reading, Cancer. All right, so let's look at the month as a whole. So you're opening up the month here with this 3 of Wands and 5 of Cups both in reverse. That to me is signifying that you all are unhappy or not able to strategize the way that you would like to at the very beginning of March. And when you come into that second week, some type of opportunity could be given to you, but pay attention to anyone around you who is possibly stealing your secrets, ideas. There is some type of kind of theft energy there, and it could be more of a mind theft, stealing ideas that are yours. And then once we get into this third week, you have this major arcana. You actually have one major arcana of the entire month, and it is this Hierophant, which is suggesting the Taurus energy, or the Hierophant is more of the organization that you work for, and this 3 of Pentacles is you working with others. So there is some type of energy around the organization that you are part of, could be having some type of organization changes, or there could be some conversations around who is having certain type of responsibilities. So just pay attention to that third week, because by the time you end the month, it looks like the higher ups, the management, some important people are making some really important decisions. This looks like it is around that eclipse energy or eclipse time. So pay attention with that energy, because some important people are making huge announcements and shifts by the end of March. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it week by week. You can look at the description box below. It does highlight all the important dates for the month. And the beginning of the month, we start with the I was just reading it say Chiron conjunct North Node in Aries, Mars square Uranus, which is Aquarius and Taurus, fixed tension on the 9th. I do think that that's really going to be important for you all, Cancer, with that fixed tension. Just pay attention to people who are around you. I do think there are some feelings that you're trying to get over. Possibly you were hoping to strategize in a different direction for your upcoming month. For some of you, I don't feel like you're so much leaving a job, but it feels like you're trying to work things out at your current job. You're trying to figure out a better way to do what you do on the daily. And I do think that some of you are kind of hitting a stumbling block because you're worried about how this is going to affect, your future days at this company, or how you're going to be able to get all this work done. This is going to be a question and a challenge for you throughout this entire eclipse season, Cancer. But I think that if you can rally around the idea that new ideas are going to come, I think you're going to be doing a lot better. And don't let that Chiron energy pull you into feeling sorry for yourself, because I do think that change is coming. It just hasn't occurred quite yet. Okay, so just be patient. Now, by the time you get to that second week of the month, we do have Mercury entering Aries on the 9th, and a Pisces new moon on the 10th. And then we have Sun conjunct Neptune in Pisces on the 17th. I've been telling all the other signs, really pay attention around the 17th, okay? This time is when the Sun and Neptune are both in the same place in the sky. This could be wearing rose-colored glasses, too much Piscean energy. There could be people saying one thing and doing another. There is some type of opportunity that could find you, as long as you don't get swayed by, I call it the used car salesman kind of mentality, where they're just trying to sell you something. Just make sure you are paying attention to the conversations that people are having. If you're in a meeting and someone's acting scissorpy sweet and you're like, okay, but who's going to do all that work? Just pay attention to those kind of conversations. But some new opportunity comes to you, possibly around that new moon in Pisces. By the time you get to the third week of the month, this is where we were talking about that Taurus energy and the Three of Pentacles. Remember, this week of the 19th is when the sun does move into Aries and we have that spring equinox and we start a new astrological new year. This is a great time to plant seeds around where you would like to be in your career in the future. I do think, though, some of you are having some challenges with some people at work, the organization you are working for, possibly your manager, your boss. Really do your best to have some upfront conversations with the people that surround you. I do think the challenge is going to be is that Mercury is conjunct the North Node and it's conjunct, Mercury is conjunct Chiron, all in Aries, the 19th and the 20th. So just really pay attention to people possibly getting angry or, just having like these power struggles. That's the challenge, I think, too, because these are both in reverse. So just watch what you say during this third week of March, okay? By the time you get to the last week of the month, we have Mars entering Pisces on the 22nd and that lunar eclipse full moon in Libra on the 25th. Like I was saying, there are some important power players here making huge decisions on your behalf. So really pay attention. Make sure that your voice is heard. Make sure you're still being respectful. You don't want that Aries energy to get too much of you, but do make sure that you're paying attention to what is being said. I do feel like, Cancer, whatever these big moves that are happening at your organization, announcements that are coming, I feel like once we get on the other side of those eclipses, move into May and June, I do think that whatever this is that they are planning or conversating about, it will fruition in about a month to 2 months. And I do think at that time, it's going to be something that definitely affects you and your family. Okay, so pay attention to whatever new conversations and big conversations are happening with your organization. But overall, Cancer, I think that you have like a mixed bag type March. I do think that your family is going to play a huge part in it, meaning like when you come home and you're talking out, what's going on in your life, maybe your spouse, maybe your family members or your parent have some big news as well. Remember, in astrology, you never know specifically which certain person it is. So this definitely could be energy of someone you live with or someone you talk to on the daily. But I definitely think there's big moves coming for you. I do think it's going to take a few months to play out, but overall, Cancer, take advantage of March. Make sure you are planting those seeds now. All right, Cancer, I hope you all have a great March and I'll talk to you later.